Hey friends, this is Tiara Dhar, welcoming you back to my channel, which is all about life but nothing in particular. You must be wondering, why did I keep my channel, why am I rather positioning, as they say in the modern marketing jargon, then why am I positioning my channel as all about life but nothing in particular? So, okay, ping, advertising. So if you just take a look at my channel, you'll find me dancing, you'll find me singing, you'll find me talking about wisdom, and you'll also find probably one video in about photography, which is one of my passions as well. So yeah, I mean, come on, yeah, I'm a multifaceted person, so I would love to keep my vlog as something which is all about me, and I'm all about life, but nothing really in particular. Are you everything about life and nothing in particular? Come on, be honest about yourself, right? I mean, we all have so many facets about ourselves, but how many of them are we really exploring in our lives? Today, I want to talk to you about how to pursue all your passions all at once. Yeah. Okay, so a few years back, a friend once happened to tell me, T, you are so lucky, you are so talented. I don't have any talents within me. My life is so boring. And I just looked at her and I said that, no, that's not right. You must be having some talent or something which you really like to do. There is something, there could be something. Might be you might just have not yet tried finding it out, right? So, yes. And what happens is the moment we see someone else is so talented, someone else is so popular. I mean, anyway, whatever. So, you have this feeling of jealousy, envy, anger, sadness, whatever you want to feel at whatever moment of time. I mean, I have felt that too. It's not that I haven't. Please. There was a time when I was not following all my passions, right? So I have gone through those feelings as well, which have really made me feel so closed and claustrophobic, and it is these emotions of, jealousy, envy, anger, hatred. These are just, the outward sham. These are just the show. The real thing is something very, the real thing is not yet out in front of your eyes. You're just seeing the jealousy, you're just feeling the anger, and you're just feeling the envy. And these are, I'm telling you, such useless emotions to feel. They do nothing but waste your energy and your precious time, right? So let's get clear about this first. Anyone who is following his or her dreams and his or her passions, or whatever you may call it, is multi-talented and is multifaceted. It's just that person is just acting and showing, bringing out that particular passions to the world. That's why you all are seeing that, right? Have you tried to do that yourself? So why even, become angry, or, be envious of or become jealous of someone who is already doing that? I mean, great. There are only two things which you can do here, which you can feel here. It's that you can either get inspired by that person, or you can either encourage that person. So apart from these two things, these two feelings or these two emotions, I don't think any other thought is at all necessary. Are there any other thoughts, like the negative ones rather, which is jealousy, envy? These are just time wasters. So let's focus on what you can do about your passions, about yourself. So the first and the foremost thing is understand that you also have passions. You also have something, you also have some talents that have been given to you specially, right? You have some unique talents. So today I'm going to talk about 5 ways so that you can actually pursue your passions. Okay, so number 1, newsflash, find your talents. Yeah, that's what it is. if you don't find your talents, how will you even pursue them, right? That's no rocket science. So please, give some time to think, look within yourself and find your talents, right? Find what is it that you're really passionate about, what do you really love doing. If possible, go back to your childhood and try to remember what were the things that you really liked to do, what you enjoy doing, and what were you really good at, like as a child. It usually happens with time. We become bogged down with so many responsibilities, and life happens. Well, whatever. So and then we forget about our passions and our likes and dislikes. Those kind of take a backseat. However, those are so important in our life, and we should definitely give them a chance, right? And you also have the option to like look around yourself in the present moment and see or explore, rather try to explore things which your close friends are doing. You could probably try and join some groups and understand at least that if you really like those activities or not, right? So that might give you certain new passions to pursue, even if not for a longer time span, but even if it is for a shorter duration that makes you happy, I think you can give it a try, right? So yes, look within, do not imitate others. This is such a big thing I want to add here, that I have seen so many people just trying to imitate others, whatever they are doing, just to get followers and just to be get more likes and all. Please refrain from doing that. We are not here discussing about how to get more likes and how to get more followers. We are here to talk about how to be more ourselves, be more of ourselves. So it's okay to be inspired by people, but if you totally take a copy from whatever they are doing, then that's not done. That's not how it is. That's not how it is meant to be. So you have to find out what your passions are, take inspiration, learn from others, educate yourself. All that is fine, you know. But don't blindly imitate people, and there's nothing to copy. You are you, and you're not a copy, right? So please, let's maintain that. Yeah. So find your passions. Number two, once you find your passion, or you find some activity that you would like to pursue, start with taking small baby steps, right? It usually happens that we become so intimidated by the enormity of the activity that itself sets the brain in motion, and we begin thinking about how we can stop ourselves from taking all that pain, right? So just start with taking small steps towards the bigger goal, okay? And sometimes you don't even have to look at the bigger goal. You just enjoy whatever you're doing right now, okay? So when I started doing my photography, that was around what 12 or 13 years back. So it was just something which I really liked when I started traveling, and I really wanted to take pictures of wherever I was going, and I wanted to I loved sharing about the the places wherever I was going, okay? So that's how it all started. I never really had the bigger goal in mind that I was going to become a photographer later in life, which is happening now, right? So just start doing whatever makes you feel good about yourself, whatever you want to learn, and take small baby steps. There is always a starting point, and the starting point is always very steady. Might not be slow, but steady, okay? So that's how it is. Start with small baby steps. Okay, number three, once that you have started, maintain a steady frequency. Yeah, so number three is maintain a steady frequency. Have you noticed that you have started something, but it suddenly becomes so difficult for you to follow through, right? So that is why maintaining that steadiness in the frequency of doing that same activity over a period of time is very important. It actually sets a trigger in your brain that this particular activity is going to get repeated in a certain period of time, right? So the repetition is very important. So maintaining a steady frequency will help you to actually continue what you have started and not stop midway, because it's very natural and it's normal for you to kind of stop what you've begun. I have faced that, but the moment I realized this was happening, I started building myself routines, and I used to make changes in that daily routine over time. I used to see whatever was suiting me, and I would make changes like that accordingly. But I made it a point that whatever I wanted to do, I was maintaining a frequency, a steadiness in that frequency, so that I could see what works for me, number one, and also send that particular um, signal to the brain that I am in control, right? So maintaining a steady frequency is very important. So if you want to join a dance class, that's, I think, a very good way of maintaining a steady frequency in your dance routine. So if it is, say, once a week or twice a week, so that sets you in that inertia of motion and builds momentum for you. So that's why maintaining a steady frequency is very important. Okay, number 4, and I think this is the most important of all these points, and that is, don't try to multitask. Friends, multitasking is a myth. Trust me, multitasking is not meant for human brains. Multitasking, whatever reason this particular word started, it has actually lost its significance and its meaning altogether. Okay? Please try to do one thing at a time. That is the only way to do correct multitasking, if you want to use that word, right? So try to focus on one thing in a single time. I'll give you a very small example, but it's a very relevant example here. Like, say, for example, you are in a restaurant meeting a friend. You're talking to your friend, and that person has, something very important, a very important discussion, or even if it is not an important discussion, you're basically involved in that particular discussion, right? So there is an interchange of ideas, of feelings, of emotions while you are conversing with someone, with your friend, right? And then suddenly, if you get distracted and look at your phone and check your messages, then you are totally allowing your energy, your complete energy, to your friend, and vice versa, over to that phone, right? So you have a choice. You always have a choice to become perfectly attentive to that person. What happens is, you try to do everything at the same time, and then you fall flat. That is exactly what happens, right? And if anyone tells you that I'm great at multitasking, he or she is just saying that he's great at doing several things, not at the same time though. Okay? There is a difference between that. Okay? There's a difference between just doing the same. You cannot do more than one thing at a time. Okay? That's it. So when you are give time to your passions, and when you're giving time to your passions, that is the only thing which you must give your undivided attention to, right? Otherwise, you are just losing out on your energy and also on your time. Okay? So please don't multitask. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for anyone. Okay? Trust me, it doesn't work for anyone. Number 5, stay accountable to yourself. Yes, friends, I think personal accountability is all it takes to actually see through all the other previous 4 points. Your life is your making, right? Your passions are yours. Your talents are yours. Your time is yours. Your energy is yours. So you get to choose. You get to stay accountable, right? So I can suggest you a couple of methods. Join groups, join communities of like-minded people. If you like, researching markets, say for example, you can join groups where they have, groups or communities where of market researchers, and you can follow the experts in those fields and learn from them, and probably start blogging, right? So see, there are so many types of talents which a person might be having, right? So you might be great at maths, you might be great at English, right? So it's as diverse as all that, right? And that's exactly why I'm saying um, it's your responsibility to stay accountable to who you are. If you really respect and love yourself, then personal accountability is the deal, right? So friends, I really want to make a point here that yes, it does take a lot of courage, a lot of passion, and a lot of self-love actually to be yourself and follow your passions, follow who you really are. And what are passions, what are talents, after all? It's just who you really are, right? It's the qualities that have been endowed to you. Okay, so if you are not personally accountable to that, then who else will, right? So even if you join groups, if you don't really kind of give time to those groups, or don't give time to the activities, then even joining groups will not help. But yeah, uh, when you have a problem with personal accountability, um someone else can do the job for you. So they are basically the people who really, I call them the people who are going to fan your flames, right? So look for these kind of people. Could be your friends, could be your family members. Find out who they are. Not everyone is going to have the same passions, even if they are in your same family. So I think it's important that you find out those people who can actually set the bar of accountability for yourself, because they are also the kind of people who are accountable for their own lives, who take responsibility for their own lives. So please take charge of your own life and stay accountable to follow your passions. So friends, with this I would like to end this video here. If this video has resonated with you, please hit the thumbs up and also hit the subscribe button. I would love to know from you how you follow your passions in your life, how you have built up accountability for yourself, and how you have taken charge of your own life and followed your passions and inspired others to do the same, right? So let's just inspire each other, let's encourage each other. That's how it is, and that's how it is all meant to be for all of us. We are all individuals, right? With our individual storehouse of talent and passions, whatever we call them, dreams, right? So let's just go full steam, take personal charge, accountability of ourselves, and make the necessary improvements that we need to do in our lives, right? Great. So thank you so much, friends, for listening to me. I hope you have a great life, a great day, and an amazing journey through your life, right? So I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for all the love that you have given me. And I really cherish you. Let's keep cherishing each other. Thank you so much, friends. Love you.